Hello, hello. I'm going to wait a couple minutes, and I'm also going to try and see if I can share this out. I have had the craziest time trying to get this live out today. I was committed to making it happen because I am challenging myself to just do that, to make it happen. And yet, it has been a tough go the last little bit. So I'm going to share this out. And if you jump on at any point, and if you could share it out as well, that will help me so much. I appreciate you. I'm trying to get this. I know Facebook is populating and doing its thing. But I had an interesting experience that I wanted to share with you. I won't be here long because it's dinner time. My son just got back from school for his Easter break. So hopefully you can see me okay and you can hear me. If there's any problems, please let me know. I'm doing the best I can to figure all this technology out. So anyways, I am, if you don't know me, I am Tamara Zantel, and I am the CEO of Raising a Mogul. I support, coach, and train parents that have children that are superstars. In addition to that, I am the COO of XandraBeauty.com. If you don't know XandraBeauty.com, it is the corporation of which my 16-year-old daughter Xandra is the CEO of. So yes, I work for my daughter. That's okay. So anyways, I wanted to come and talk to you guys about this interesting experience. It's an experience, but it's also a transition that I went through in the last maybe 12, 14 hours. So my son, I don't know if you all know, my son is 19, almost 20. He is a sophomore in college. He decided late last evening, to send a random text to our family group chat. We have a group chat with all the kids in it. And the text was short and sweet. And it casually says, "Hey guys, I signed my lease." So me and his dad, we're trying to figure out, what lease at 19 did you sign without talking to your parents? Yeah. So instantly I'm annoyed, frustrated, aggravated. And I kind of went to bed in that space. I knew he was coming home today, so I was trying to prepare myself to talk to him. Obviously, we have a lot of, a serious conversation that we have to have. Why you don't sign a lease without talking to your parents? You need to, I don't even know if he read the lease. I don't know what the house looks like. I don't know who he's going to be living with. I know nothing. So this is not good. Not good at all. Okay. So, I was annoyed, completely annoyed. I still am annoyed. So he actually just got home. He got home like a 6:30 bus. Him and his roommate. So I haven't even had a chance because I've been trying to figure out this live and I wanted to get this off my chest. I haven't had a chance to even address him about that yet. Because I just want to talk to you guys about it. It's the parenting thing. So long story short, this morning I woke up, did my meditation, my prayers, my normal ritual, and I was thinking about my feelings, my annoyance with him making a decision without me. Without, his parental support, without any guidance. And I started thinking about it, and I was trying to figure out, and I was trying to analyze my feelings. I do a lot of self-analyzing, trying to figure out why is it that I'm so annoyed by this thing? So I can approach it. I try to approach everything out of love. So I was trying to approach it in a different way. So what I decided, and what I came to after spending some time with myself and thinking about it, is that I was afraid. I was allowing my fear of all the things that could possibly happen with him, or stem from him moving off campus into an apartment, to possibly hinder an experience that he really may need to have. I know that it happens. I know it's a real thing that you talk to a junior or senior in college about moving off campus, sharing expenses, paying bills. These are things that kids normally have to deal with. So I just got over it, not totally over it, but I'm working through it. Let's just say that. So what came to me was how our fears can hinder our children, how our fears can affect our children. So what I want to talk to you about today is how our fears can negatively or positively affect our children. And one of the main things that I came up with, the first thing I should say, is that our fear can really be teaching our children to stand down. So whether they're watching us at the grocery store or at the gas station, let's say we're at the airport and the announcer comes on and they say, oh, the first 2 people that come to the desk, you get a coupon for $500 off because we're overbooked, whatever the situation is. And you're sitting there, you're thinking about it, and your child's watching you think about it, and you're going back and forth, and you're afraid to jump at the opportunity. You're scared about what people might think. You talk yourself out of it because they might not pick you. That's fear. It's fear that your child is watching you work through, but it's also being pushed on them. So when they have the opportunity to stand up for themselves or to claim their prize or to jump at the opportunity, they're going to not a healthy analyze, but possibly overanalyze in a negative way that will prevent them from actually seizing the moment. So that's one thing I really want us as parents to think about. How is our fear teaching our kids to stand down and stay stagnant? Number 2, the second thing I thought about was I had to write some notes down because, like I said, this live was killing me and I was all over the place. And I wanted to make sure I got these things out because they're actually really valuable. The second thing that I wanted to bring to you that was really important to me today was how our fear, your fear, my fear, can possibly be teaching our children that taking risk is a bad thing. You think about it. We're constantly telling our children how dangerous something is, even from the time they're learning how to ride a bike, even from the time when they're jumping into the swimming pool. Be careful. Don't do this. Don't do that. Yes, obviously there's safety precautions. There's things that we have to do. We have to color in between the lines, and follow the safety rules and guidelines of most things, all things. However, a lot of our fear of them getting hurt, getting injured, their feelings getting hurt, are also holding them back. And you think about it, how often in your life did you allow other people's fear or worry hold you back from doing this really gut-wrenching thing that you really wanted to do? How often has that happened to you? I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing any comments. I can see people on. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. We're talking about fear. So I really want us to think about that. I want to think about what it is that we're doing that could possibly be holding our children back. What are they watching? What experiences are they having with us, through us, as we constantly live fearfully every day? How often do we talk about that thing we really want to do? Or do they watch us pray for things or discuss things or work on things but never actually execute those things? When they're little, they're fearless. We're training them as they grow to be fearful, therefore holding them back later on in life. I couldn't tell my son, just jump right out and tell him, oh, the crime rate, oh, it's going to be this, oh, how you going to pay the rent, like all these different things that I wanted to say when he signed a lease yesterday and told me yesterday. Because I was afraid, that would be my fear that I'm superimposing on him. Instead of asking him how he felt about it and seeing it as him growing up and life changing and him changing and expanding and broadening his horizons, experiencing life for real. That would have been my fear. So that would have been a huge mistake. The third thing, 1, 2, 3, that your fear, how your fear can be affecting your children, is that I believe that our fear at times can keep our children thinking small. The cool thing, very unique thing, most perfect thing about children is that they dream huge right from the beginning. Right from the beginning, they think that they can be an astronaut. They think that they could be Superman, Batman, Barbie, any cartoon character. They don't understand why it's not possible. But here we come and explain to them why it can't happen, why it doesn't make sense, why it's not going to pay enough money, why people will laugh at them, and just why not. That's our fear. Instead of sowing the seeds, encouraging their creativity, not killing their spirits, we tell them why it can't happen. So then they move in from that preschool age into grade school, into middle school, into high school, being told how they have to conform, what they have to do, why it's not going to work. Oh, that's a great idea, but I don't think whatever. Then they decide they just want to be regular. That's our fear. Their teachers' fears. All the other adults that had fear instilled in them and that had their creativity crushed. It's not a good thing. So these are just 3 things that I had on my heart that I wanted to share today. We really have to think about fear as a muscle. Just like any muscle, it has to be worked. It has to be exercised. We have to really put it into motion, express it, work through it. And the more we work through things, work on things, the more they become habitual and they just become a part of our daily life. Analyzing fear, analyzing what keeps us stuck, and before we react and respond to something that our children says that seems to be out of the ordinary, do some self-analyzing, talk about why you feel. Remember that thing that you really wanted to do that somebody convinced you not to do. Don't do that to them. That's one thing that I really was careful about. I've been blessed enough to be careful about. I slip up every now and then, like I wanted to grab my son for signing a lease. However, I have to think about how I would have felt if my mother didn't say, "Oh, you think that's a good idea? Okay. All right. So let's talk about that." That could have easily been, "What in the world did you do? That's stupid. That's crazy. That's dumb. Don't do it." No. So I just wanted to just come to you today and just joggle your mind a little bit, get you to thinking about how you show up to your children, what they're watching, because we all know that we're their first teacher. Think about this fear thing. Think about how it's showing up, how it resonates with you every day, and how that's being pushed, superimposed, and exemplified for your children. They're watching you. They're watching you dream, but not move. They're watching you think, ponder, consider, wonder, watch, but not take action. So that's it, guys. That's all I was thinking about. I wanted to share it with you. I fought like heck to get on this live because my technology skills are just lacking. But I worked it out. So once again, I am Tamara Zanto, CEO of Raising a Mogul, where I train, I coach, and I support parents that have children with huge dreams and that are natural born superstars. Catch you next time. Thanks for joining me.